so, Errol Spence put a cryptic tweet out last night saying when I said never, I meant it. So most people trying to figure out what he mean. Most people know he talking about Keith Thurman. My thing is, why not go ahead and put a name on it? That's my thing. Why not go ahead and slap Keith Thurman name on it? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video, right? So that's my thing about it. He mad at Keith Thurman, but from what I heard, he should be really mad at Al Heyman. Keith Thurman said it publicly. Al Heyman never approached me with a contract to fight Errol Spence. And I heard that was true. Al Heyman never intended to make Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Never. Not in the near future. Al Heyman got all this power. He couldn't make Keith Thurman to make it a lucrative offer, especially when he had $1 billion. $1.5 billion is the rumor. He couldn't force Keith Thurman to get in the ring with you. Come on. He couldn't force Jared Hurd, make it worth Jared Hurd while to get in the ring with Jamil Charlo. See, he mad at Keith Thurman for no reason. There's a reason, but I feel he went away and all that. But make Al Heyman, let it be known you mad at Al Heyman too, because Al Heyman never approached Keith Thurman with a contract, never approached Keith Thurman to make him do it, and then rewarded Keith Thurman for be out all them years with a Manny Pacquiao fight. Why didn't he reward you with the Pacquiao fight right then and there? What did Keith? Keith had the WBA, and he probably told Earl, once Pacquiao and Keith fight, you can get the Keith. Keith wasn't gonna fight you regardless. If Keith won the WBA, he still was out longer than Pacquiao then when he came back. So, why he came, he did say they like him more, like Thurman said they liked him more than they like Errol Spence. Al. But then again, Keith Thurman was the dude calling everybody out. And nobody wanted to give Keith Thurman a chance. So think about that for a minute. Nobody wanted to give Keith Thurman a chance. And Keith Thurman just did the same thing to Earl, but just like everybody else, Al Heyman didn't force Paulie, didn't force Adrian Broner, didn't force Floyd Mayweather Jr., didn't force none of them dudes that was over there at the time to fight Keith Thurman. Instead, he paid them a report $3.5 million to fight Leonard Bundu. He ain't forced Keith to fight Terrence Crawford. Keith still demanded $10 million. So he don't force him to really do nothing. The rumor was Ronnie Boy Fresh, shout out to my boy Ronnie Boy Fresh, Slim. He said the only time he remembered them forcing somebody to do something was they forced Adrian Broner to fight Sean Porter. You gotta understand, the people that's real and solid and speak their mind, they always get the shit end of the stick. Always. So, like I said before, when you look at the game, it's only flagrant when it happened to, their favorite fighter. Think about that. It's only effed up when it happened to your favorite fighter. When Deontay Wilder was in the same position as Terrence Crawford versus Anthony Joshua, the narrative, was for Deontay Wilder. Wilder had one belt, but Wilder draw, UK market small. Made a lot of different arguments for that. But now, the shoe is on Terrence Crawford's foot. And they favorite fighter is Errol Spence. See, Errol Spence fans don't want to see that fight. Put a gun to their head or give them some Trump's truth serum and you'll find out the truth. They don't want to see that fight. And pardon me, bro. I think I got a little small fan code. I just got the sign up. Man, that workout kicked my ass today because I did my legs yesterday. Workout tip. And say you're supposed to do your legs in the beginning of the week because it sends off a hormone throughout the week that makes your body even stronger. So you can look into that. That's what I heard from a trainer. So I always do the legs Tuesday. I really should do them Monday. But, you cracking that week open, you like doing chest. But the bad thing about it, everybody else like doing chest Monday too and every other day. But the white boys are the only ones that really consistently do legs. So you ain't got to worry about the leg rack, none of that shit being occupied. niggas don't believe in doing legs. Some people, some of them do, but not a lot. You know, but nonetheless, but yeah, you can't be mad when Keith Thurman had the gun, and now you got the gun with Terrence Crawford, and you letting Al Heyman play Terrence Crawford. Come on. But you know, you was mad when you was in that. Like I said, you know, when you don't break the repetitive cycle, you know, when you don't break the repetitive cycle, what's gonna change? Seriously, what's gonna change? What's gonna change? Nothing. 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 I mean, you know, and you keeping the cycle going with Terrence Crawford, bro, you getting what you deserve. You know, we may not all believe in the same religion. We may not all believe in religion. You know, but one thing I really believe in, I really believe most people should believe in life is what you put into life is what you get. You know, now it might not be what you get as far as financially, what you're looking for, but you know, they say life is a wager of sins. And you might see somebody that's a cold, stone cold killer. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean, you know, maybe physically, but I mean as far as when it comes to the business side of the world, and they might be overcharging the taxing and getting off like a fat rat, but you know, on TV and in life, you see them like they balling, like they happy and all that. But behind the scenes, man, they going through it. They ain't happy. And I'm a firm believer, you know, money don't just make you happy. More money, more problems. Shout out to B.I.G. More money, more problem. But you know, he getting his karma. He gonna get his. Well, Fred from the band tell Diddy, that won't pass you up, man. So you still suck at 700 million. And everybody Jay pass you up, Kanye pass you up. You gonna get what you deserve. You gonna get yours. He right. Now, us as humans, we not the we're not the determining factors on that. Another great bar from Jadakiss, one of my top 5 favorite record dead or alive. He said, they say when you die with your, he said when you they said, what did he say? Whenever you die with your, they say you deserve it whenever you die with your eyes open. But he said, I still hold the title. You know, so, you know, think about that bar for a minute that he just spit. It's crazy. But, you know, they say when you come into this world, it was written how you gonna go out and your decisions you make. Some people believe you can control your own destiny. Maybe you can't, who knows? But Errol Spence gonna get his. Mark my words, bro. It could be now, it could be, you know, later in life, it could be after life. You're gonna get his. You complain about Keith Thurman and you doing the same shit to Terrence Crawford. Then he wanna send subliminals. You know, like a little girl. Put a name. I hate niggas that talking subliminal. Now it's different on YouTube where you don't want to get a nigga some clout. But shit, still fucking. Sometimes you gotta say a nigga name. I ain't concerned about clout. Tell us what you mean, bro. You know what you mean, but put a name on it. You know, and I gotta agree with Ness from the Boxing Voice on this one topic. He say, man, you know, how a guy was running and he ready to fight. You know, how a guy was running and he ready to fight and you don't want to fight him. I got to agree with Ness on that one. I'm trying to make a finesse more. I got in the wrong lane. He said, how you gonna, you know, then talking about when he ready to fight? You know, it is what it is. Pacquiao went and fought Adrian Broner, went and fought and that's Pacquiao though. And Keith Thurman before you, he did. You still wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. You know, what's the difference with Keith Thurman? You ain't gonna fight Terrence Crawford or Jerron Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. Why not? Why not? Why not? So his whole principles is just, like I said before, man, these niggas are just, I'm going to just say this about boxing. A lot of these dudes in boxing, a lot of these boxers are just, was athletes in other sports and they couldn't hack it in other sports, football, basketball, or they was too small, they weren't good enough in whatever sport it was. Let's just be real about it. Let's be real about it. And they couldn't hack it in other sports. And that's the real right there, in my opinion. And they couldn't hack it in other sports. And they came in boxing. They're not real fighters because they don't conduct themselves in real fighters. Like I said, Terrence Crawford, he a real fighter, but in the social media era, he not applying enough pressure on Errol Spence. He not applying enough pressure on him. If you emasculate him in front of everybody, him and shout out to Gary Russell and Big Gary, rest in peace to him. They real pro-black. They don't believe in that. You heard him. I think he was on Andre Ward. He was saying that Andre Ward doesn't do it. Saying that he don't want them people behind closed doors gonna call you a nigga, but they gonna say that anyway. Some of the most civilized people. Think of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You think some white people ain't got on there, or the Cosby Show and look at these uppity niggas? You think they ain't say that? A lot of them. So it don't really matter, bro. They gonna say it regardless. I ain't worried about what makes company think, because they kids be the same ones trying to grow up in our culture and be like us. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. They be trying to grow up and talk like us and live our culture and do all that type of stuff. Be just like us. Come on, y'all seen what was it? When the white kid, was it CB4 and he buying the albums, or was it Jesus Christ, what was the movie? The white boys buying all the albums. Malibu's Mom, it was something like that. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly what movie it was. I think it was CB4. But I ain't worried about that, bro. It's all entertainment. It's all love. At the end of the fight, you gotta sell the fight. But I respect his wishes, dude. And I respect everybody that don't want to turn the barrel of the gun on another brother in a literal and a figurative speech, because we be so quick to turn the barrel on each other. Literally and figuratively. We be quick as hell to do that shit. Quick. But like I said before, he talking in code and all that shit like you ain't no grown ass man. Like you signed a confidentiality agreement when you can't call out fighters. All he doing is doing the same shit that Keith Thurman did. That's all he doing. He doing the very same thing that Keith Thurman did. No more, no less. Doing the same thing. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal, link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and a few other places if you need to reach out for whatever reason. Video request, problem, help, on both ways. Appreciate that. Constructive criticism, whatever it is. Twitter's the fastest way, and Instagram. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls got. Stick in the comment section. One time for the one time, Goodfella TV. And don't forget, you can check out my other channel right here on YouTube, Mercy Sports Talk. More sports, music, news, entertainment around the city of Detroit. So I appreciate y'all supporting me over there. That's the best way y'all can help, is supporting the platforms that I'm on. Whatever podcast you listen to, like it, follow it, subscribe it, rate it. I appreciate that, man. It's 100% free, and I appreciate the feedback. So Instagram, Twitter, peace.